Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're back out at our beloved hoop house. Yes, that's right. We bought this thing sight unseen. It was absolutely chocked full of stuff. Basically a hoarder house. Not only that, it was filled with animal feces. Absolutely disgusting and stinks pretty bad. Since then, we've got the trash out company in here and they've removed all of the junk. So now we can actually do a tour of the property and see what actually the scope of work's gonna look like and what all we need to do to the property in order to get this thing listed and back on the market. In addition to that, there's been 2 comps that actually popped up in the same neighborhood here within the last 1 to 2 weeks. They've popped up for sale. One of them being basically right across the road here. This house kind of on the hill here. You can see the sign right there. Then there's another one behind me here. That one right there also popped up for sale. So we're also gonna discuss if that's gonna affect our sale in any way. Does it affect our value? What I think that means. So let's get into it right now. What do you say we go take a look inside here, see how this thing is looking now that it's been trashed out. All right, just so you know, it still smells terrible. I can actually see through the living room. As you probably saw, there was so much furniture in here and just so much stuff left behind. I couldn't even walk through this passageway here and get from the living room here to the dining room. You had to basically loop around this way, and this room was just full of stuff here. Let's start by just doing a quick tour of the property and figuring out what kind of condition it's in and what all we need to do here. And again, they just trashed it out. They didn't remove any of the animal poop. As you can see here, it's still here and smelling just nice. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna show you something foul real quick. Hold your breath. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that almost just made me puke right there. Hold on, let me show you. Life of a flipper right here. We're dealing with toilets like this. Oh, disgusting. All right, let's keep cruising this house, huh? Okay, cruising. See how these bedrooms are looking. Okay, these are all cleared out. Good, good, good. Bedroom number 2. One positive is that the windows seem to be in good shape, like newer vinyl windows. So that is a good thing. All right, heading into the master here. This thing was full to the ceiling with stuff right here, and it was a challenge to even get into this master bath here. I mean, I couldn't even see this vanity here last time. It was so covered in stuff, but still dated. I mean, you could maybe clean that up, but I doubt we will. This place is pretty rough. I mean, I think it needs a full go. There is not much that can be salvaged in here. Yeah, there's definitely some issues in here. We'll have to address that. Yeah, this place is pretty nasty. I'm thinking it's going to need a full go. Probably gonna need to touch every surface, at least on the interior. The exterior is in pretty good shape. Roof looks good, decent shape. Windows, as I just showed you, are vinyl. So hopefully we can get away with leaving the roof, windows, and siding the way they are and just kind of spend all of our money in the interior here, because that's where, oh God, that's sick. A big smell just came up and hit me. It's probably that right there where the fridge used to be. Whatever nastiness dripped out of the fridge and onto the floor is now hardened on the ground, and it reeks. So as you can see, this cabinetry, this is all, I mean, it's completely toast. This whole place looked better when it was full of shit. And now that it's all gone and you can actually walk around, I thought some of the smell might be gone once all the stuff was out of here, but it is not. It is still very much a ripe smell. Look at the dining room floor right here. You could grow potatoes on that thing. So it's pretty nasty. All this cabinetry's gotta go. Like, this kitchen is for sure a full gut kitchen. I mean, sure, you could spend some time and try to clean these up and sand them down and repaint them, but by the time you do all that, you're probably money ahead to just start fresh. This is, yeah. She gone. Time for new. Let's take a swing downstairs, see how the basement's looking. Again, so far this place is worse off than I was thinking. You can really start to see all the issues. So I don't know if you remember last time, this room had a ton of stuff in it. The ceiling had caved in at some point. You can see there from all the drywall patch. That's what that leads me to believe. This, I never even noticed this over here. I don't know what's going on, why there's plywood in this corner, but there was obviously some sort of issue taking place here. Again, I don't know if this is from the same like plumbing issue in the ceiling here. Also got into the drywall on this wall here. There's some sort of leak issue that's gonna need to be addressed there. So we're gonna have to do some fact finding there. Last time too we were here, this garage, look at these cobwebs too. Can you guys see those? Gross. I just about ran my head into that. But this garage, completely full of stuff. Couldn't even walk in here. It was just piled dang near to the ceiling. There was a car here. That's gone. So this garage has been cleaned out nice. It's a nice garage. But let's go check out, there's one more bedroom down here and a bathroom. We'll see how that looks. Might as well dip into the mechanical room real quick. Newer water heater, which that's a nice surprise. And furnace seems, I mean, at first glance, looks decent. We'll have someone service it, and hopefully we can save on some HVAC costs just by keeping that furnace. But let's look down here. Okay, this was some creepy stuff in here. Let me see if I can get this light on here. Okay. This was kind of like a weird room that was piled with stuff in here. Okay. Creepy. So here's the bedroom in the basement here. Yeah, nice sized bedroom. We do have closets and egress window, so it's obviously a legal bedroom. Now for the bathroom, let's see what this thing looks like. I don't like touching light switches, in poop houses at least. So here's the bathroom. This one actually looked cleaner last time I was here. What is with these toilets? They got turds in every single one of them. I don't like it, but either way, this bathroom, full gut as well. Like this one actually looked in the previous video, like I was like, oh man, we can maybe salvage some of this, but all this stuff is super, super rough. So I'm gonna say we just gotta start fresh on that bathroom as well. It's nasty down here, folks. I'm gonna head back upstairs. Ugh. Some squeaky stairs there. Gonna need to probably screw those down, get rid of the squeaks. It definitely stinks worse up here. A lot more animal poop up here than there is downstairs. Looks like the trash out crew, I don't know if they did this, but last time we were here, you could not, well, one, this whole dining room was so full of stuff, I couldn't even make it over to that slider. Like this room was full of junk. And even beyond that, when I was looking out the sliding glass door, you couldn't even barely tell that there was a deck there. It was so overgrown with stuff. So I don't know if the trash out guys kind of cut it back to get some of the lawn furniture maybe that was overgrown or what, but either way, it's been cut back. We're gonna step carefully here. Never just jump out onto a deck on one of these rundown properties because you just don't know the integrity of the deck. You know, you fall through or whatever. Okay, this is pretty cool though. Look at this. Look at these views we have out the back here, even over to this side as well. Once we have some of these plants cut back more, we have pretty nice views out the back of the house and off of this deck, which is a nice surprise. So as you can see from the video, this place needs an absolute ton of work. This is a full interior go. Like I mentioned, the roof, windows, siding, those are in decent shape. We'll be able to keep that. But other than that, every surface is gonna have to be touched on the interior. This deck that I'm standing on now seems to be structurally sound, but once we get off debris and basically brush cut back, we'll see there probably is a little bit of deck work that needs to be done, but it still feels, as I'm standing on it, fairly stable. So that's a good thing. But as far as the interior goes, this thing needs a full go. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I was like, hey, as long as we can keep this thing under 100,000 on the renovation, we should be okay. We assumed a full interior go, so I actually had already bid this out to a few different contractors of ours, and we have since accepted a bid and they'll be starting here in the next few days. So I figured, hey, why don't I go over that bid with you guys right now? So here's where the bid came in at, and keep in mind this is a 3,200 square foot house. So we have $3,000 for demo. That does not include the trash out. That's just demoing out everything else, getting the kitchen ripped out, getting the bathrooms ripped out, ripping out all the flooring, doors trimmed, things like that. New flooring throughout came in at $17,000. Interior and exterior paint we have at $13,000. So we're gonna have to redo all 3 bathrooms at $5,000 a pop, so a total of $15,000. Obviously we need a new kitchen. That's a full go. We have that at $10,000. All new doors and trim throughout the property. There's just, with all the animals, feces that's in here, with between poop and pee, the doors and trim are toast. So that came in at $14,000. We have 4 exterior doors that need to be replaced as well, and that's $2,600. There's 2 sliding glass doors on this house. We're gonna replace both of those, and that's $2,000. So there's popcorn ceilings throughout this entire house. So that's gotta be scraped. We gotta retexture the ceiling. That's gonna be $2,500. So that contractor bid, all the stuff I just rattled off to you, came in at $79,000. Now, that doesn't include the trash out that we've already paid for. It also doesn't include any miscellaneous, budget, or landscape. So the trash out bid, we paid $5,000 to trash out this whole property, which was a phenomenal deal. I budgeted 10 grand in trash out, and after the trash out company completed the job, they actually told us that they massively underbid the job. So we lucked out there, we saved some money. So in addition to that, we have to budget some landscaping, which as you can see, there's still a lot of stuff to be done here, a lot of overgrown bushes that we're gonna have to address, tons of blackberries and sticker bushes down in the yard there. So I'm budgeting 5 grand for that, and then miscellaneous $5,000. So that brings our grand total to around $95,000. So my original numbers on this place were this. We bought this place for $350,000. I had estimated a renovation budget of around 100 grand with an ARV, or an end sales price, of roughly $525,000. If we could hit those numbers, we should land at around a $43,000 profit. And like I just mentioned, sounds like we're gonna be able to get in and out of this thing for $95,000, but we'll see. Sometimes budgets do swell a bit. Since we originally comped this place at $525,000, there's been 2 other comparable sales that have popped up in this same neighborhood. Let's get into those and what that may or may not do to our end sales price. So comp number 1 that is basically directly across the street just popped up for sale, I think 7 days ago. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,900 square feet. It's dated, but very, very clean. And they have it listed at $550,000, which is an absolute great sign for us if it ends up going pending. Like I said, it's just listed right now. It's not pending, but we'll watch that comp closely and cross our fingers that it ends up going pending, because that'd be a great, great sign for us, given that that's 2,000 square feet and we're 3,200 square feet. That'd be great. That property does have a little bit better views and maybe a little bit more desirable of a build style, but either way, it'd be a good sign. In addition to that, comp number 2 at the end of the road down this direction, also 2,000 square feet. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath, same kind of scenario, original and dated, but very, very clean. And they have it listed at $510,000. Again, also just listed. I think they listed it like 14 days ago. It's still active, not pending. If either one of those comps goes pending, or hopefully both of them go pending, because that would be a great sign for us, given that when we're done with this place, you know, we're doing a full interior go on this. Bathrooms are gonna be brand new, kitchen's gonna be brand new. The entire interior of this property is gonna look phenomenal. If those houses end up going pending, I think we can actually have a higher ARV on this place than we were originally anticipating when we said 525,000. Maybe it ends up being closer to a 550 or higher. We'll see. I don't like being too bullish. I always like to be conservative. Some of you might say, well, if those dated comps sell for 550, then you should easily be able to sell for more. I know. I'd rather be conservative and have a pleasant surprise than the opposite directions. Like I mentioned, this project is gonna be underway very, very quickly. Our contractor, we've already approved the bid of that $79,000, and I think he's starting in the next day or so. So this project's gonna start coming along nicely. If you want to stay up to date on this project or other projects like it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting videos to the channel as this project progresses, and you'll be able to follow along and see the transformation before your eyes. So, as always guys, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, see ya.